Let's just go and do it live. Hey.
Do it live.
We live. I don't know what's with the finger guns. Why? You're doing Curry Man over there, and I'm doing finger guns over here. We're just. Hey. Hello, welcome, and hello. Thank you guys for joining us in Total Spotfest Wrestling Podcast. We're going to talk a little bit Dynamite fallout from Double or Nothing. I wanted to do it so bad. I wanted to say All Out so bad. I don't know why. It just... I got All Out in the mind. Jamie and I were talking recently. So the rumor mill is that the AEW is going to indeed try and do All In and then a week later do All Out.
No way. I feel like that's a terrible lie, terrible rumor.
I think it's
not true.
I have found nothing to substantiate this at all, but it's kind of like been gaining traction, and I'm just like, it's the great white hype. But regardless, we're going to talk about Double or Nothing. I almost said it again. Damn it. Double or Nothing Dynamite, post Double or Nothing. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. We do appreciate you giving us some of your time. If it's your first time here, hi, I'm JJ. That's Jamie. Like, subscribe, share down below. Leave a comment. If you're watching us live, join in the conversation on the live chat. It's a couple seconds delayed, but we will 100% get to your comments and your questions. Jamie?
Skippy.
How have you been, man? I know it's still busy season for you, but it hasn't been as hectic, I feel like. I feel like you've been a little bit more controlled over the last week or so, right?
Oh, for sure. It's been a little chaotic. You know, short weeks always are because you're trying to cram in 4 days worth of work in 5. But
I know, right?
Then for me, I'm off Friday because Megan has stupid softball games, which why I still don't get, but whatever. So I'm trying to cram 5 days worth of work into 3.
3 days. It's a lot of fun. Well, at least you didn't have a release or anything to deal with. Oh wait, you did.
Oh wait, I did. Yeah.
The joys of software.
Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, if you do a podcast and you do like product releases or for software, you know, usually you do that late at night when people aren't on your systems, right? It's not so fun to do it while you're doing the show. That last like 2 weeks ago, and I'm kind of doing it right now a little bit because we have a little hot fix going out. But whatever, you know, it's fine.
It's good fun. So anyway, it's funny you talk about taking off. So you took off this Friday for softball, but we also took off next. You only did a half day.
I'm doing a half day.
Yeah, well, you are taking a week off here to go to Denver for more softball, but we took off next Friday because we're going to a wrestling show. Now, I know we drove out to Denver not too long ago, and I was a terrible companion because I was sick got sick the day before we went, and I was like, I'm not missing it. I don't care. So I just put Jamie through hell for 3 days.
You did.
But this is going to be a lot better. So we're going to go see St. Louis Anarchy, Friends of Journey Pro.
Yes, for the first time, which
amazing.
Still dumbfounds me that this is our first show.
I remember I watched some of their Twitch streams and stuff, live shows, and it feels like I was like, I've been there, even though I haven't. I know I haven't, but it's like,
yeah,
it's. I guess it's familiarity because of people, perhaps because we know a lot of the people who are on the cards. I don't know, but we are going to St. Louis Anarchy. What's the name of the show next Friday?
Giants Woke Eyes Open.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's something with that.
That's a name.
But there's a reason we're specifically going, not just because we've been dying to go to an Anarchy show anyway, and it happened to fall on the one weekend this entire summer Jamie could possibly go see a show with me. I'm not kidding. Like, until August, this is it.
Yeah, and then fun fact, Jessica's team was trying to schedule a tournament this weekend for that weekend. I'm like, no, we are not available. No. Or we would have had no weekends off until August. And I'm like, nope. This is my moment. This is mine.
But tell us the other reason why we're stoked for this show, Jamie.
Oh, I mean, there's a couple. We get to see Shaza McKenzie again. We love Shaza.
St. Louis residents, Shaza McKenzie.
St. Louis resident. That's correct. We get to see some of our other friends. Jeremy Wyatt. He's very excited to hear me yell Lion Tamer at him. I tweeted at him earlier, and he's like, "Oh, so everybody gets to find out how much of a dipshit you are." I'm like, "Ah, we miss you too." So
never changed, Jeremy. Never. Oh, he won't.
Rekindling our flame. It's just he's lost that love and feeling, and I got to remind him of it. So should be good times there. But no, the main star, the main attraction for us, because we are unable to go to Lucha Libres and Laughs this weekend. Unfortunately, because you got Abaddon, you got some others, but Miyu Yamashita is going to be at Anarchy. And I am over the moon. That's probably the best way to put it, because she is one of my top Japanese wrestlers I've been dying to see. She's on my bucket list. We got to see Maki. Right. Gonna see Miyu now.
I mean, we gotta see Julia. That's the next one. You gotta see Julia. But if she ever comes,
he doesn't come to the States.
One day she will. I know it. But
it's her, and the next one for me is Mei Saruga. Like, I have to see Mei Saruga.
Mei Saruga, you want to see? I would like to see Thekla as well. I mean, she would kind of go part and parcel with Julia if they ever did a Stardom AEW crossover. Hello. We'd be able to see them and more. I mean, there's a lot, but Miyu is on the list for sure. Jamie's getting 8x10.
Thekla is what, from France?
I think she's originally from France. Yes,
we come from France.
Yeah, but she's in the same, and I don't remember the name of it because I'm terrible at names, but she's in the same stable as Julia, which they won. Yeah. They won I guess it's the Stardom Trios. I love Stardom to death because I can't watch a lot of it because it's really the way. Anyway, New Japan Stardom is tough to watch here in the States a lot of times. But the way that they named their titles is weird. But they won like the women's trios titles over the weekend. So
yes, they did. Julia lost her singles, but then she reclaims a title with her team, which I forgot what the team is called.
I don't remember the team either. I'm sorry.
Now I'm gonna have to look.
All the other Julia stands are now mocking me for not knowing this. But anywho. Miyu Yamashita, listen, on the bucket list for Jamie, on my list for sure as well. I'm excited to see her. It's gonna be a great
BX3.
There you go. And so I think there's still a couple tickets left, but I know that for the best of my knowledge, I think they still stream on Twitch.
I think so. Yeah, Journey to Anarchy.
Journey to Anarchy is pretty. Now it's just Anarchy.
Yeah.
But. Regardless, good times. If you're going to be in St. Louis, if you're going to the show, let us know. Give us a shout while we're there. We'll be easy to find. I'll be the tall guy next to the dude yelling Lion Tamer at Jeremy Wyatt. So okay.
Happening. The glorious.
You know what else is happening? Wrestlers are fucking.
A lot.
I mean, that's an odd segue.
It is.
I know.
It is. What, we have 3 confirmed babies on the way?
Who's the third? Because I know we have Ty and Sammy who announced for the public at Double or Nothing. Yesterday, I saw on Twitter that Alexa Bliss and her husband Ryan Cabrera are having a baby. Which explains a lot why we haven't seen her anywhere.
Good job, Ryan.
I mean, the guy's a little oddball, but hey, whatever.
He's a good-looking dude too. Like they're like one of the best-looking.
He's a very pretty man. I would definitely say that. And hey, as long as treats her good, cool. Yeah, they're happy. Yeah. Let them be.
Don't forget about Carmella and Corey Graves.
Oh yes, they were a couple weeks ago, but her like reveal announcement was awesome.
Mm-hmm. And I think they just found out the gender. I haven't looked that up or anything, but
because I know that they had problems before. It was documented on the TV show. They had attempts that weren't successful. So that's wrestlers having babies, man. So Good for them. Congratulations, everybody having babies. I am not joining your ranks, but enjoy.
You know,
One day we'll see.
As a former baby maker, I can say, it's fun. You know, then there's just the ups and downs, and like I'm living the ups and downs as we speak. You know, it's just the joys of girls. But so here's something I'd like to play. I thought this would be fun with the babies.
We're doing a baby game. Okay, let's do a baby game.
What do you think the names are going to be of the 3 babies? Give me a boy name and a girl name.
Okay. So I feel like I'm going to start with the one who was announced first. So Carmella and Corey Graves.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's going to be not cut of the mill, basic name, but I don't think it's going to be too outlandish. So I think it's going to have a little zing to it, but not be too far out there or catchy. Something kind of like, and I have no basis for any of this without knowing any of their backstories whatsoever. So
this is the whole thing.
I'm going to go with a male and a female name.
Yes, that's correct.
So for a female name, I'm going to go with something like Bella. Okay. And for a male name, Crash,
Crash?
I don't know. I'm just not.
Okay, so you definitely want wrestling theme because of the Bella twins and
kind of wrestling-esque.
Holly.
I feel like that would be in their wheelhouse. That's what I'm going for.
So I thought for their girl's name, because Carmella and Corey are semi-traditional folk. I thought that it'd probably be Donna or Bella Donna would probably be their daughter's name if they had a daughter.
Okay.
I feel like that would be like perfect for them. And then a male name, I thought it would be like the most annoying possible name. Chad.
Okay. Sammy and Tay, you go first this time.
Definitely gonna be Latin inspired for sure.
Really?
Yes. So girl name Maria, and then the boy name, I think it's gonna be a Junior.
Oh, okay. I think for them, once again, Latin for sure. I'm gonna go with, and I apologize, I don't know Brazilian naming if it's that far different from other Latin American countries or not, because I know that they speak Portuguese, not Spanish, so it's like I don't know, but I'm gonna stick in the theme there. I'm gonna say Consuela. They call her Connie,
Oh, nice.
That's a pretty cool name.
Nice.
And for a male, I'm gonna go something that's like strong, something strong, and I think maybe a little more traditional. Edward.
Not Jacob.
No. Edward.
Team Edward, huh? Do you know what I'm doing with that?
I'm doing a little Eddie Guerrero thing there too, because Edward.
I don't think he's getting what I'm getting at, folks.
No, I understand what you're getting at, but we're not going there. Okay. 100% Alexa Bliss's babies is going to be Disney themed of some sort. Male or female. I don't care. Ryan gets no say in this. You're going to have, you'll have Ariel if it's a girl, and you'll have Gaston if it's a man. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
100% something Disney themed, though. Guaranteed.
She is a card-carrying member of the NSYNC fan club. She's met Joey Fatone, and she's met Lance. She's met them all. So, if it's a girl, JC. And if it's a boy, Justin.
Okay.
Yes.
Disney. She is.
Ooh,
Mrs.
Gabriel
Disney.
or Lucas as a boy. That is a great name. Gabriel. I love Gabriel. So, fun fact, when I was trying for my boys with all 29 of my girls,
Yep.
we had one boy name picked out. Like it was lock stock, it's going, and that's gonna be Sean Alexander Faulkner. That was gonna be his name. Not because of Sean Alexander, the running back, but just because I just really like Sean. And it's gonna be Sean because I'm Scottish Irish. Like that's how we spell things.
Sure.
We spell things wrong. It's fine. It's all good. But then I had to come up with girl names every time.
I remember the last two you were like, it's gonna be a boy. Oh, it's a girl. I'm happy.
Yeah.
But
it's fine.
I'm
very lucky.
Well, I'm thinking it's like it's like I may have a kid one day. Who knows, right? I know I'm crouching up there a little bit, but it's not that I'm over the hill or anything. If I ever do have kids, I do know it's up for debate unless it's a boy. If it's a boy, I want to do Jerome the Third.
Yeah.
And I will put my foot down, and it's like, hey, this is my one thing I ask for, because you don't really see that a lot,
That's true. It's very true. Yeah, I'm retired though. No babies coming for me.
No more babies coming for you. All right. Well, let's talk about oh baby. Let's go to Dynamite. I can't. That's all right. I had no transition plan for that.
Baby, I get down on my knees for you. Boom, 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 boom. All right, sorry. So somebody may have watched Top Gun recently. All right.
Just third reference to Top Gun in this show so far.
It's only been my first. That was my first Top Gun.
It's definitely your second. No, it's definitely your second, at least.
What was my first?
You did the whole Love and Feeling.
No, I didn't say that in this one. I said that before this.
You absolutely.
Before this. Maybe to you.
Somebody rewind the tape.
Maybe to you.
I heard it.
I've had 3 movie references. That is correct.
Thank you, Heather. Let's go to Dynamite. Heather's like, shut the fuck up, both of you, and talk about the wrestling already.
That's sorry. Fair. Okay,
sorry.
So moving on. Dynamite was dynamite, dude. It was an excellent show. So I don't. She kind of. Let's just talk about it. I love Don Callis.
You've said that before. Yes.
I've waxed poetically many a time to you're saying.
No,
I love Don Callis for multiple reasons. Number one, tonight, the level of heat he got was amazing. It was inspirational, if one would say, because just think about this. They were booing him the entire time, because usually they'll boo you when you come out, they'll let you talk. No. Right. Straight booed the entire time, tried to drown him out so he couldn't hear him. It was amazing. It wasn't X-Pac heat. That was definitely not X-Pac heat. That was Don Callis heat. That is the
good old-fashioned nuclear heat.
It was gorgeous.
Do you I'm going to ask this because at Double or Nothing, the crowd was, from everyone's account, not as vibrant as a normal crowd. Do you think there was anything pumped in during the Don Callis thing? Any additional, maybe, sound effectage?
Well, of course. This is TV, man.
All right.
Well, yeah, because Double or Nothing got put on blast for the level of audio, but yeah, no, like legit, I thought like a good old fashioned hanging was about to happen, like
That's Lynch the Gringo. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, San Diego. Sorry.
Yeah, and then there's Takeshita, and I love me Takeshita and heel Takeshita. Remember we talked about this. We talked about how it was not a good idea to make him heel. I said that.
You said that violently said that. You were adamant about this.
And I still am, but he's off to a good start, okay? And one can only find out later through time, but I really, really, really loved how Don Callis put him over so much. Because as a fan of Takeshita, you and I, we think he could be that guy.
Better than Muta, better than all the Japanese legends he listed. Yes.
Better than Okada?
That was the part that I really perked up for. Oh. Because he paused before he said Okada. Better than Okada?
Yeah.
Oh, but he didn't say it with the inflection like I did. But
Yeah, no question mark. No question mark.
Better than Okada. And I was like, oh shit, he just said Okada on TV. Look at that.
Yeah, it said Okada on TV right before, I don't know, the Forbidden Door 2.
I might know a match happening at Forbidden Door 2, just say.
So do you feel like they are going to do a triple threat of Okada, Kenny, and Takeshita and put Takeshita over?
Okay. They very well might. And here's the gray area in all this is after Double or Nothing, go back and watch our review of it if you want. You want to see what we're talking about. But we were talking about this. And you had said, and Takeshita joined the BCC. And I'm like, not so fast, my friend. He didn't. He just helped them win. And tonight they opened up with the BCC, which is a match we'll talk about in a second here. And Danielson was on commentary, and one of the things they asked him about is Takeshita a part of the BCC? He's like, I don't know anything. I know Don Callis has the mic later on tonight, and I'm sure he's going to talk about that. So they're playing it very much coy on the fence where they could go one way or the other. But everything that Don Callis said in his promo hinted that it's not going to be part of the BCC. So that opens the door to a triple threat because Kenny's often somewhere outside the States, not Canada. Gee, I wonder where that could be, right?
Yeah. But so that in turn makes me 100% believe he is a part of the BCC because the Bucks and Hanger, they all were saying like they have the numbers game, right?
Right.
Well, if you do the math, they don't have the numbers game
unless they have Takada or Takeshita and Callis. Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. So they're gonna bring in, I don't know, Kota Ibushi, ladies and gentlemen. And then there's that, but they can set this up where you have stuff during Forbidden Door with all of them, because that was one of our big things. Like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna pause this? Are they not gonna pause this? But it sounds like they're gonna use it and integrate Forbidden Door in a way that will amplify the blood and guts match that will eventually happen.
Right, which will be maybe. I don't want to say before Forbidden Door because you don't want to have a blood and guts match and then go into Okada, Omega, Takeshita with Kenny all bang the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
So,
no, they're gonna do that after, and it's gonna be at one of their big shows or at All In.
Maybe. I mean, so okay. Forbidden Door is in Toronto, and that week is the start of their Canada loop, right? They're going Forbidden Door. They're going to be in Toronto that whole week. I think they're going to Hamilton or they're going to Edmonton.
That's for Collision. Yeah, Hamilton's in Collision.
I don't remember, but
Collision's in Hamilton. Whatever.
But they're going through Edmonton, Regina. I don't know if they're going to Winnipeg or not, but the finals of the Owen Hart Memorial Cup tournament. These fucking names. I swear to God, AEW are at the Calgary Stampede, right?
Mm-hmm.
That could be a good place for, I don't know, a blood and guts match as well. The giant outdoor stadium venue.
Or a stadium stampede.
Oh, yeah. Either one. But the Calgary show is going to be a big-ass show. So I feel like that's going to be. It's one of the big shows in Canada. I get you. So are you 100% sold then on the idea of a Okada Takeshita Omega triple threat?
It feels like that's what they're gonna do.
Because
the way that Don Callis threw Okada's name out there just like in the wind, with a whole bunch of retired like Inoki, Muda, like dude, all these guys are retired, and then you throw out an active guy who's like at the top of his game. Okay, and then you throw out Omega. Okay.
Okada was in Forbidden Door last year too, so
sure was. He was in the same match that somebody got a very bad concussion. I don't think it was him. I don't know how he got it. I'm not putting blame on that one. That just happened. But he was there, and he was supposed to win, and somebody botched it because he didn't know where he was.
Which will happen.
Yeah.
So this kind of goes hand in hand with it. So they open it up, direct to match again, which I love. You and I both love, right? Talk about the opening match for a little bit because I love this match.
So the opening match, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, is the Blackpool Combat Club of Moxley, Claudio, and Wheeler Yuta versus the Lucha Bros and Bandito. So this match had everything you'd want. It had violence. It had technical wrestling. It had superhuman strength by Bandito. And it had Ray Phoenix doing Ray Phoenix things. It had Lucha Bros just doing Lucha Bro things. And I don't think there was any blood, though.
Wasn't any blood. There was a lot of death. That's new. There was a lot of death jitsu, though. Did you catch Bryan Danielson pontificating? Because I saw that on Moxie's sweatshirt when he was walking in. And he kept going back to it and explained what it was. Death Jitsu is using technical wrestling in violent ways. I feel like this is now your mantra.
Yes. I feel like Death Jitsu is something that I want to learn and be proficient at. Because, damn. It was awesome. This match was great. Again, Bandito, he is superhuman.
Oh, yeah.
He did what the standing suplex with Claudio, and he did the squats with it, and Uno, Dos, tricks. He was this dude's sick.
Oh, no, it was Wheeler. He did.
It was a Wheeler. Yeah, it was Wheeler.
60 seconds worth.
Come on, man. Come on.
Stupid. It was crazy.
But at the end, of course, Wheeler drills Bandito with a number of elbows and pins him with the seatbelt. 1, 2, 3. Your winners are the Blackpool Combat Club. But an excellent opening match.
Wheeler Yuta pins Jon Moxley, or pins Kenny Omega on Sunday, then pins Bandito on Wednesday. How about the push for Wheeler Yuta, who's getting some really good heat, too, from the crowd?
He is. He deserves it, though. He deserves all of his flowers. We talked about before he became Blackpool Combat Club, dude, this guy needs something. He's just he's so much better than what he is. And now he's better than what we thought. It's just...
Yeah. And it helps having Bryan Danielson kind of pontificate about him behind the mic at the commentary, too. So,
it may or may not help. May or may not help. So after this, the next match, because we already talked... let's go right into probably Heather's segment of the night. Unfortunately, Jay White did have a shirt on. But you had Bullet Club Gold coming to the ring, and Jay White was rocking the brand new Bullet Club Gold shirt, which looks great. Only thing is, I wish that the gold was shiny. That was the only thing, the shiny reflective gold style.
It looks a little bit shiny when he's wearing it. I got one in the mail, so when I get it, I don't feel like it's going to be, but hey, it's still fire. It's still fire.
So they were talking about Ricky, and then they went right into FTR, and I'm like, ooh, I didn't know. I wanted this. I did not know I wanted this. But when FTR comes out, they legit use Tony Schiavone as a human shield.
Oh, let's go
perfect.
Go back a little bit. Before FTR comes out, they were getting uncomfortably inside Tony Schiavone's safety bubble. It was hilarious, and you're right, it is the little things. But they were right up, right next to him, and I think Jay even said a couple sweet nothings to him. No, come here, sweetheart.
Yeah.
It was great, but yes, FTR comes out, and then they use him as a human shield. Sorry, I just wanted to talk about that.
And then they were talking about how they're protected. Sweet Ricky.
Ricky!
It was so good. But yeah, so obviously they're setting up for the Bullet Club Gold to go against FTR, but they're like, hey, if you wanted a shirt, you just had to ask. Not you just had to ask politely, and then they dropped the mic, which I was like, oh my god, they're trying to hate it. Like the ultimate heel stuff, like the little heel things trip me so much. It's like everybody knows the big heels, like, oh, Cleveland sucks while they're in Cleveland, you know, like everybody knows the cheap
heat.
I don't mind cheap heat, but I love the little heats like that kind of shit. Like your hand to him, just not, or they're gonna shake your hand and you just walk away. Little things like that just trip my trigger as a heel guy, like ultimate heel guy.
What got me about this too is that Jay White has refound his kind of groove. Right, it took him a little bit to kind of get situated in AEW, but this is the Jay White from New Japan. Right, this 100%. This is the. I mean, the in ring is the same. He's consistent as fuck. He's one of the best in the world. We know this, right? But this is the Jay White from the Bullet Club in New Japan, and I am for it. I love Juice Robinson. I mean, you're right. The Dwight Schruteness of him, as Heather said, is fantastic. So next week, it's going to be everybody barred from ringside. Ricky challenges Jay to one-on-one to end this, like he said. Yeah. Do you feel that? I feel it's the time. If Ricky's going to join Bullet Club Gold, I feel next week's the time to do it. Or do you 100%. Think they're going to draw it out longer?
No, next week's the time. Or this is when you have an invasion of former Bullet Club members.
Right, because the only other thing that I could see here, I can't believe I didn't think about this on Sunday, is because is a little bit foreshadowed here. Another person who is in the Bull Club in New Japan, who is currently not signed with New Japan and is available, El Phantasmo. I mean, because when they attacked FTR, it started with a loaded fist full of quarters, right? One of El Phantasmo's gimmicks is he has the loaded boot. He takes and shifts the weight around, and it's the loaded boot kick, right? You know?
That's some good foreshadowing, if you are correct. I mean, El Phantasmo joined the Bang Bang Club?
Give me. I just love El Phantasmo. Oh.
Well, that's not saying much. Like, he's kind of amazing. All right, are you ready to talk about the big announcement that everybody saw coming?
Every goddamn week, big announcement. It's like, okay,
yeah. So, and first off, I'd like to apologize. I did not wear a pink shirt today. I was gonna wear a pink shirt because everybody knows on Wednesdays we wear pink. But you did. You remembered. You got the memo. That's movie quote number 5. But anyway, so. The big announcement that everybody and their mother saw coming. CM Punk's going to be on Collision. Oh my God.
I was surprised he announced it though.
No, because last time, remember, Warner Brothers.
Well, I know Warner Brothers is
pissed.
Warner Brothers wants to be able to bill stuff. I get it, but it does take away a little bit.
No, it doesn't.
We knew he was going to be there. As soon as they said it's going to be in Chicago, the world knew CM Punk's going to be on Collision.
Yeah, but Warner Brothers, the marketing machine, wants to grab a hold of it.
I know. I get you. So, official.
And somebody posted a thing about him and Samoa Joe having a program, which give me some of that.
Well, did you see the promos they had, like the commercials? In the commercial break for Collision. So it should basically everybody you haven't seen on Dynamite. Samoa Joe, Miro, Thunder Rosa, Andrade, right? You know, so now you throw CM Punk in there. CM Punk and Miro, CM Punk and Joe and Miro. Give me that and a side of ice cream, please. Andrade and anybody? I mean, there's to be more. Scorpio Sky was thrown in that too. I mean,
yeah, he's coming back for that. So
I'd like to see Scorpio. I'd like to see Scorpio and Miro go at it again. I mean, yeah.
Who would?
You're sticking with the Chad Mortimer thing, aren't you, Heather?
Chad Mortimer Punk, yes. We'll lead his merry band of misfits outside. Yes. Mortimer, we're back, Mortimer. What is it, Randolph? Sorry, that's fine.
That's six. 7 if you count the one that you said to me before the show started.
Yes. So, next match. I want to talk about this one and go right into, I guess it is the next match because we already talked about the in-ring segment. Swerve versus Big Bill versus Trent Beretta.
Surprise match of the night.
Way better than I thought it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna be like a quick squash match, like 5-6 minutes, one commercial break, done. Well, it was like one commercial break, but it was actually longer than that. It was like about almost a 10-minute match, but it looked great, and Swerve got the dub. So put a pin in that. We're just gonna leave it right there.
Right.
Put a pin in that.
This match was nonstop. It was actually, like I said, much better match than you thought when you read it. Oh, that's going to be on the show tonight? Okay, whatever. But no.
Good match. Big Bill, Kaz, looks great. He needs more TV time, honestly, if you ask me.
Well, they've broken up the whole firm thing, so they got possibilities.
Goodness.
Possibilities for him there. Let's see where they go with it. I kind of like him as a big disruptor. He did well in Impact when the exact same thing he's doing now, where he's kind of solo man. You know, it was a great gimmick for him in Impact. Let's do that again.
Yeah, him and Lee Moriarty crushing it together.
I don't even mind Lee Moriarty.
Lee Moriarty? Do you see Lee's match on Rampage?
Ooh, yeah. Lee doesn't get talked about enough.
No. But he's going against Shibata on Rampage.
I mean, well, first of all, Rampage this week is fucking loaded, okay? You got Willow Nightingale defending against Emi Sakura, defending the New Japan Strong title. You've got Shibata going against Lee Moriarty. You've got 2 other title matches, including Zack Sabre Jr. defending his New Japan title. It's like, what the shit it was like, you just lose your ever booking mind, Tony? Cool.
Like Rampage looks ridiculous. I'm just calling it now. Stupid. Looks stupid. I might actually have to watch it. We don't have games at that time.
Oh, you got a game-free night. I might watch.
All right. So Pin and Swerve winning. So then you get into a tag team match with Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin going against the Gates of Agony. Excellent name. Of Khan and Teo Leona. So I said it right the first time. But this match, excellent match again.
I couldn't get into this match. I don't know.
I loved it.
I wanted to because I think that it's a good match. It just felt like they didn't prepare very much for it.
I get that. Yeah, I agree with that.
It just felt it felt off for me, you know.
It is a death metal name for sure. But this match, so this is having Orange Cassidy teaming with Darby is the best thing for Darby Allin ever.
And not a bad thing for Orange Cassidy either, because it gives him the potential to have a story.
Well, again, that. But Darby needs to learn how to do a match as a smaller guy and not just get the shit kicked out of him for 90% of the match and finds a way to win.
Right.
He's getting better about that. The person who does it the best and is on that show every single week
is Orange Cassidy.
Gets TV time every single week is Orange Cassidy. And he does it right. That's why everybody loves Orange Cassidy. Everybody loves Orange Cassidy because of this. If you can get him on there, let's go. So,
I'm for it.
Orange Cassidy and Orange Cassidy, Darby get the win, but then afterwards, Swerve Strickland comes out with the rest of the embassy. I'm saying this. This is being prophesized. Hold on.
We're going to get to that in just a second here, Heather. I agree with you 1,000%, though. Wow. Jamie is
completely unprepared. Okay.
So you need to put the hat on since you're unprepared. It's so much better on. It is so much better on. Look at that. That's fantastic.
Okay. So here it is. There is going to be a storyline between Orange Cassidy and Swerve Strickland. It is happening. This is the start of an actual storyline for Orange Cassidy, and he's gonna lose the belt to Swerve Strickland.
Okay.
Prophesized. Now I'm saying when, but I'm saying it's gonna happen.
Well, I feel like you're not going very far out on the limb here. I mean, that match is set for next week.
He's not losing it there. They're gonna keep going with it though.
Okay then. Okay.
Okay, so there you go. There's that.
I was glad you pulled the hat out.
It's been a minute.
So Tony Schiavone had an interview with somebody, and it didn't matter who it was because here comes Hook, and
yes,
weirdest spot of the whole night, right? This whole thing, Hook was in the ring for no reason apparently, other than just to be there looking pretty. Doesn't say a word because they get interrupted by La Faction de Incarnables.
Yes. Dralistico and
Preston
Vance.
Okay. I'm sure there's a story here somewhere. And Jose, the assistant, keeps talking about Rouge, who's not there. But he's talking about Rouge. Whatever. So they go to beat up Hook. And here comes everyone's favorite mic talker, Jungle Boy. So basically they're pairing off what we said, the fallout from the Four Pillars match, which if you haven't caught a review of Double or Nothing yet, JJ put it out on the limb, said it's the match of the year candidate right now, and I still stand by that.
Yeah.
You did. That's a good point. I didn't even catch that, Heather. We got Anna Jay's current and former boyfriends wailing on each other. So, Preston Vance. She was going with Preston. She went out with Preston before she started seeing.
Yeah, she was dating Preston first. Yeah, that's right.
I think it's more of a fling, but whatever. But yeah, anyway. So it looks like they paired up Darby and Orange because that makes sense, and then they're like, Hook, you don't talk. Somebody else who shouldn't talk is Jungle Boy. You guys are together apparently. I don't know.
So they've tagged before, but this is so okay.
I know they have, but it's
I'm ready for the heat in which I'm about to take.
Let's get spicy.
Hook's mid card at best.
Ooh.
Right now.
Okay.
Right now, mid card at best, right? He's over, but he's mid card.
Well, he's not ready to be top card.
Exactly.
He's like fucking 21.
I'm saying right now. I'm saying right now. I'm not saying forever, but I'm saying right now.
Yeah, so he's mid card.
Right now, mid card. I feel like they straight up demoted JBJP.
I don't think they did because I don't think he ever was top line.
Oh, neither do I, but he definitely thought he was when he was a part of that Four Pillars match.
Well, again, I stand by my original statement that the Four Pillars match, this whole thing, was a litmus test of the future, right? Where do we stand with these guys right now, right? And it's like, MJF, we know what we got. What do we got with these other three? Sammy, there's some stuff there. It's potential, but it's, Darby, same thing. We got some stuff. We got some potential. Jungle Boy, he's fun in the ring, but no, he's not there. I feel like the whole thing was a litmus test anyway, right? That's why they got so much promo time leading into Double or Nothing and all this stuff, right? You're right. Yeah. I don't know if Jungle Boy will ever be the top line guy.
So I agree with Heather. Heather is exactly on my point. I think right now, Jungle Boy is amazing in the ring, but people mainly know him for his damn entrance song. He's an entrance song guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone's got that guy who everybody just knows him for because they have a cool entrance song and the crowd gets behind, like Fandango. Everybody remembers Fandango for this, right? Can you tell me any of his amazing matches?
No.
But you know this.
Know that. I know Fashion Files with Breeze.
Yeah. That's what you get, right? He is Fandango. And he needs to get put over again, because out of the 4 pillars, he's definitely the worst. Like, let's just be real. I mean, he's good in the ring, but
overall, yes. Overall.
Yeah, if I had to rank them, like, if I had to rank the 4 pillars, he's like 10. Oh, wait.
It's okay. So Heather says that they're going back to using Hook's shine to rehabilitate
Totally agree.
Jungle Boy.
Totally agree with that. That's 100% my thought, too.
Well, I think that they realize after all this, so it's the realizations, it makes sense why you pair up Darby with Orange for the reason you said earlier, right? It's like, Darby, we know you've got your super over. Go with this other super over guy, but also learn a little bit of shtick from him, because you need to tweak a little bit of stuff, right? MJF's fine. He's doing what he's doing. I think Sammy, honestly, is going to be fine, really, you know? I think Sammy naturally is going to kind of peer up and down. He's going to be loved. He's going to be hated. He might pop into the top. He might stake around the middle. He's kind of fine the way he is, right? I don't think he needs help. Besides, he's got Jericho in his corner anyway. So if he needs it, it's right there. Jungle Boy, we got to do something with you.
Yeah,
go learn from Hook. He's over and doesn't say a word. You need to learn how to do that.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think they are just trying to find a way to put him over. But let's talk about somebody who is mega over and has only been around for 72 hours, somewhere around there. That's Kris Statlander.
Been back
like, she
for
came
72 hours.
Like, she's been back for 72 hours.
I mean, yeah. Dude, but she was super, like, I love how over she was and how over this match was.
Yes. So, a couple things.
Okay.
She's being announced from Long Island, New York now. If you caught that. So
they
no
actually
longer
did
is she
that
from
before
space.
she hurt her knee the last time.
Yeah.
She switched that up. I think it was when they had Rocky Romero as part of it. She kind of tweaked her gimmick a little bit, and she started being from New York instead of from parts unknown.
Yeah, so she's definitely not an alien, like your favorite alien.
Right.
So they did that. Also, the sign language. Like, she started doing it before she got hurt, but now, like, she is all about the sign language now, and I'm loving it. That is really cool. No one does that. That, again, sets her apart from everybody else. Like, she's trying to reach an audience that wrestlers never reach, and that's smart. But also, it's because she's actually a caring human being who's not a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like, she's a nice person.
Yeah.
And I think this is fucking cool, man. Like, I can't. I'm gonna glow about Kris just for that. To be honest with you.
What do you think about kind of the new look of Kris too? She has like the shiny robe, you know, a little bit, this and that. I like them getting away from the whole alien shtick, because it was fun for a hot minute, but it didn't have lasting power.
It's what got her there, and then now her physique and her ability and everything else is getting her to where she is. And this match was great.
These two have always put on good matches. They've wrestled.
Yeah.
They've made mention of. It was actually Nyla's first defense was against Kris Statlander of the women's title, but they've wrestled a couple times as well in Jacksonville and stuff, you know. And they've always had good matches together. They pair up very well, both very strong, but you know, they could move. You are a massive Nyla fan, not just for her Twitter game, which is the
undefeated
best.
champion of Twitter.
Which is the best in professional wrestling. But deservedly so, Nyla doesn't get enough credit, I feel, you know. It was great. It was good. And
the fact that she won with a 450 splash.
Oh.
That's my favorite aerial move. It's a 450 splash. That's my aerial.
I'm still partial to a
5-star.
I'm partial to good Spanish fly.
Of course you are.
Oh, I love the Spanish fly. It's so good.
But like a 5-star frog splash, RVD style, like big high amazingness, and then a good old fashioned 450 just pops me every time.
But you can win more than one way.
Yes. So she gets the dub there.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent match. And then after this, you kind of had a women's match, a second women's match.
Well, you forgot one part though. They did show a couple things during the match. Taya Valkyrie looking on in back.
Looking
on
pissed.
With disgust. And they're turning Taya heel.
Of course they are. Because anybody who comes in and loses a championship automatically turns heel.
Well, I mean, okay, it worked for Athena how they did it with her. Taya, truth be told, is a natural heel, in my opinion.
She's kind of a dick. It's great.
She's great as a heel. She's fine as a face. She's great
better heel.
as a heel. Oh.
Yeah. There's people like that. Jericho. Fine as a face.
Absolutely.
Better heel.
Absolutely.
Arguably the greatest heel of all time.
Right? Tommaso Ciampa is like, why even try and make him face?
Ric Flair. It just ended up becoming he's the dirtiest player of the game and everybody loves him for it.
Ric Flair was just Ric Flair. Ric Flair's in a bubble. I'm not putting Ric Flair in any of this. Okay. In a way, you're right. They did have 2 women's matches, kind of. So I'm not going to razz Tony this week.
So you had Adam Cole and Britt Baker going up against Chris Jericho and Saraya in a mixed gender tag match, and it was a lot of fun. It was really good.
It was good.
I loved how Tony and Ruby came out.
Hey, Ruby.
There you go. See, I'm trying to set you up.
I was going to get to it eventually, man.
I know. Worry. And then Sheeta came out with a kendo stick and just beat the shit out of him. But my thing of the night was definitely the fact that Britt Baker put freaking Chris Jericho in a lockjaw. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, I wonder because they kind of teased that throughout the night, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho trips up Britt Baker at one point. They kind of do a little bit of this, right? It's like, are they actually going to go full Impact and let him actually do intergender stuff? Not really, but they kind of did.
But kind of. Well said.
Just enough. So Cole gets the victory with the boom.
The boom. Nice.
And you think it's over, but then again, you got Jericho and Saraya throwing shit in from the outer rings, and they're all huffy puffy. This isn't over, right? They're going to keep running this for another couple weeks here. That's what it feels like.
Oh, it's not done. There's no way that this feud is going to be done. They got to do something here. So I'm curious because earlier in the night, Tony Storm said that, there's no one here that can compete with her and blah, blah, blah. Easily calling out Mercedes Moné. Like, that is, like, obvious of what's happening here.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And
we're about 2.5 weeks from... Is that about right? Yeah, about 2.5
weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks from...
It's the 25th. So it's almost a month.
Yeah, so we're about 3 weeks out. Just under a month out from Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of stories are getting put on pause for that. Because I feel like Adam Cole is still next in line for MJF. That's my honest to God feeling.
I would love to see it. I mean, but I feel like CM Punk's the play. And you know it in your heart of hearts too.
CM Punk
you want it to be Adam Cole, but in your heart of hearts, it's MJF versus CM Punk.
If they were having All Out this year in Chicago, I'd say 100%. Do you think they're going to do for All In CM Punk, MJF? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know that is in the cards, but when that is going to be is another question. So, okay.
We'll find out June 17th when he calls him out and just starts the storyline like nothing ever happened.
So I digress. Okay. So you got a couple weeks here. You talk about, Mercedes Moné for Tony Storm. Gotcha. We already talked about Okada potentially, right? Kota Ibushi's not going to happen because New Japan's going to be like, fuck that guy. Do you still think it's going to be Bullet Club Gold?
The Bullet Club nowadays is kind of in shambles. It kind of sucks over New Japan. I'm gonna lie.
I mean, the leader of the Bullet Club is David Finlay.
I know,
which is odd. It's not bad. It's just odd.
He's not the guy.
He's not. I like David Finlay. I think Finn Juice was great when they were together. Right?
Absolutely.
He's not a top guy like Jay White, Kenny Omega, or AJ Styles. or Finn Balor. That's who the leader of the Bullet Club needs to be, right?
They don't have that over there right now.
They don't. I mean,
they're losing people left and right. Like, people are not re-signing New Japan.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with New Japan, honest to God. I mean, they have Okada, right? They got Tanahashi.
They got Takagi. They got Naito.
They gave a lot of money to Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, which is set to be expired here shortly.
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I just know that I don't know about Bullet Club versus Bullet Club now, even though that would be a great story of Finn Juice fighting. I think that would be a great storyline.
I mean, are Girls Destiny still with him? Or are they free? They're gone too.
They're gone too. Tama Tonga, one of the longest reigning members, is gone.
Hikuleo?
Gone.
Jesus. I mean, who does New Japan have on their roster?
Not much. They will spray. But I could see this. I could see Jay White and Rock Hard Juice Robinson going up against the Guerrillas of Destiny.
Oh, well, that's what my thought was. But if they're not with New Japan anymore,
they're still New Japan, but they're not part of the Bullet Club.
No, I know they're not part of the Bullet Club. Well,
yeah, I can see that. That'd be a great match.
And if you're gonna have Phantasmo joins them, you could throw Hikuleo in with God because he was part of the group that beat out Jay from Japan.
That's true. He did do that.
We're about 3 weeks out. We're going to talk a lot more about it.
100%.
It was a good wrap-up show, good follow-up show to Double or Nothing, I felt. I think it was
way better than anything WWE does after their fallouts. Like, they're god awful.
Yeah.
Like, did you see the NXT one? Did you see the NXT one? How bad that one was?
I did not. I heard a couple little things and saw a couple little clips about it.
It was bad.
I didn't even bother looking into it,
I mean, I don't really watch NXT anymore.
I saw a clip online about because Tiffany Stratton won the NXT Women's Championship.
Who's a great wrestler, and congratulations.
Right, but they showed a clip of her. I did see a Twitter. Someone did a clip. It's a moonsault perfection. I go, that's pretty solid. That's no Io Shirai. Get off my screen. All right.
Well, it was funny. So a while back, somebody showed her moonsault, and I go, "It's no BME. It's a BME.
It is like, the BME."
Yeah, and I go, "It's no BME." Oh, you just say that because she's a girl. I'm like, it's satire, dude. It's the same damn move. Like, these people, like, that's the thing that kills me about this new age of wrestling fan. They don't respect the old shit. I sound like an old guard dude now. I know I do.
You do.
I do, and I'm fine with it
wrong,
because
but you do.
Like, hell, like, they don't even know anything about the Attitude Era. They think The Rock just did movies, or Dwayne Johnson. They barely know him as The Rock. They don't know Stone Cold. They don't know any of this stuff. And then when I bust out a TNA reference of, oh, it's no BME, ha ha, they go, oh, you just say that because she's a girl, you're misogynist. Like, it's the same move.
Do you know what a BME is? Right?
Yes.
You're not wrong. I feel like... And I feel like, it's the tribalism has gotten incredibly weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's on both sides. Okay, 100%. I'm not
self-included.
I am not going to say that as a WWE that Fed fans are no. It's both sides, but how ridiculously over loyal thing. I can look at like on Sunday we talked about this. I said Night of Champions. I wasn't excited about it, and I'm going to follow it. I watched the matches; they were amazing. It was a great pay-per-view. I can be honest about that. The Bloodline story is phenomenal, right?
100% best story out there. I agree with Heather.
Sami Zayn finally wrestling in an Arab country, even though it's Saudi Arabia and he's Syrian, and there was that whole political whatever, but coming out wearing traditional garb.
Mecca. Do you see he got to go to Mecca?
Yeah, I did see
pictures of him in Mecca.
He was really in Mecca. Cool. He came out. He was announced as the last. He was announced last. The crowd was so over for him. He was wearing a throbe as he came out and took the mic and spoke in Arabic. Did the announcements for the match for the crowd in Arabic because it was amazing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like there's so many people that just can't appreciate something that's good no matter where it's from, right? You know, if WWE fans that are like, Kenny Omega's trash, he's shit, he can't hold flame to Roman Reigns. It's like, I'd love to see Roman and Kenny wrestle. That would be amazing, right?
I'd love to see Kenny and Seth Rollins more than anything.
Well, yeah, most definitely. And I want to see AJ back on my screen with all these guys, but the tribalism is ridiculous, so I'm with you.
I just think that right now, and I hate I kind of started this. Actually, I did start this.
You absolutely started this.
But it's just one of those things, like with indie wrestling out there right now, so much good independent wrestling out there. And it seems like you're an independent wrestling fan and you like AEW typically, but then you hate WWE, which I do hate WWE, but only because Vince McMahon is still affiliated with it. If Vince McMahon wasn't affiliated with it again, I'll watch it again. I started watching it when he wasn't. Like I don't want anything to do with that piece of shit. Like that's where I'm at with this guy. You know, but
that's right. That's justified tribalism there.
Yeah.
You're anti Vince McMahon, not anti WWE.
Yeah. So then like you have the WWE marks who shit on everything else. Then you have the hardcore old school wrestling fans like us, who love everything, but can't stand certain things. Like we're used to fun storylines, simple storylines, not necessarily simple, but you know what I mean? Like they meant something instead of, you know, I'm having Mark Henry's baby and I'm 85 years old. Like that was cheeky and fun back then, but it wasn't like all the time like they were doing for 2.5, 3 years. Yeah. Like Matt Brannigan said it the best. And by the way, you should watch that interview if you haven't watched the Matt Brannigan interview. But he even said like the fans were just sick of it for 2.5, 3 years, and that's where we were. Yeah. And it got better, but then Vince came back. And it's like, well, fuck.
I know. And then you got stuff, and Henry's a great point. Like, and I'm friends with like some WWE stands, you know, and in a Discord, one of the Discord servers that, you know, I'm part of, you know, we have a wrestling channel and we talk about wrestling and stuff. They're hardcore WWE stands. Cool. Right. And hey, you like what you like? Cool. Like what you like, watch what you watch. I don't care. Right. So WrestleMania, post-WrestleMania, they're talking about this. Or Jay White, he's going to do Jay White. Well, Jay White debuts on Dynamite, and I post in there, you know, the All Elite graphic. I go, no shit, right? Everyone's like, oh, it's a terrible movie. He's now irrelevant. And I'm like, wait. 24 hours ago, you couldn't shut up about Jay White, how it's going to be one of the biggest things in WWE. He doesn't sign with WWE, and now he's a total piece of shit. That's the part that drives me crazy anymore.
Yeah, so it's the uneducated Mark, the WWE fan. I hate to say this, but
more often than not, it is. But
often than not,
you have those on AEW side as well too.
Oh, you sure as shit do. Oh my god, yes, I've gotten into many a war just chit chatting about wrestling with these guys, and they're like, you know, oh, because they're just spot monkeys. They have that instant gratification. They don't like MJF because MJF actually wrestles and storytells in a ring, and he talks about how he does it, and no one else does it in AEW. Which that's one of the main reasons why I love MJF, and people can't stand that about him because they don't understand how wrestling actually works. Well, man, I do sound like an old hat, don't I?
You do. You are an old man, though. It's okay.
Fuck off. I'm only older than you for what? 2 more months? 3 more months?
Whatever. It's still older. Yes, by like 6 months, but still. Well, we'll find out more. I still have no idea what direction they're going with MJF for Forbidden Door, so that'll be interesting to see which way they take this in. But you know, lots of good stuff. We got next week, we got a continuation of potentially the inclusion of Ricky into the Bullet Club Gold. Maybe El Phantasmo shows up. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Continuing on with giving Orange Cassidy an actual storyline. Maybe. Hopefully. We'll see. And, of course, more good stuff to come. We'll let you know. I said, so next week we're going to St. Louis Anarchy. If you're in St. Louis, you're going to Anarchy show, look us up. We'll be there. And if not, we'll talk about it the week after. So, Jamie, any final thoughts?
No, I definitely brought the party down because I went to
we took a slight turn. It wasn't bad though. We've talked about it in the past, but I feel like it's a good thing because enjoy wrestling. We always talk about going out there supporting indie wrestling. It's because we love wrestling. That's the only reason we're doing this, guys.
We love it.
And enjoy wrestling. And if someone doesn't like something you don't like, so what? There's other stuff for you to watch. You don't have to
get over it.
Don't let that bog down your day because you can still see what you like just as easily.
So. Hey, I love lion tamers. Do you? No? Cool.
One day there will be a show that we go to where somebody wins a match with a lion tamer. And I will be more happy than Jamie.
It almost happened, but that guy's canceled.
That will end him yelling lion tamer at shows. He'll find something else new to yell. It's going to drive me crazy.
I have it.
Yes.
No, non-submission.
I dread it. I dread that day if it ever comes. We'll see. We'll be back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Like Jamie said, if you haven't already checked it out, we had a fantastic interview with Matt Brannigan. A great character, fantastic wrestler, fantastic promo man too.
My goodness.
Go follow his Twitter. Oh my God.
He's a hog without a dog right now.
The Metal Gear Solid promo is just so good.
Yeah.
So good. But we'll be back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Talking about Dynamite. See what else is going on in there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you giving some of your time. Jamie, take us home, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not down at Total Spotfest, I got 3 words for you. JBJP is mid.
There's no vowels in that first word.
It's ... It's all one word now.
I'll count it. All right. We'll see you next week, guys.
Peace.